Okay, we are recharged now. So this is video 5, 6, 7, whatever it is on this Transit Connect with the dual air conditioning that has the medical transport. Let me hook up this because I want it not to get too hot by being under the engine. I'm not putting insulation on this. I'm not putting tin foil to reflect heat, but it's way up there back in the engine heat compartment. But it's 83 degrees just sitting out here. It's hotter now. From when I started this video it was 72 degrees, now it's 83 degrees, and I'm getting way the hell back in. So I'm right out of the expansion valve. I'm connected right to the expansion valve where the evaporator lets out at. Remember, we only had 550 grams in the system of 1,190 grams, and you can see we're a lot cooler now than we were before. I moved the high side line temperature sensor off of the compressor discharge hot gas to the liquid line out of the condenser so I could get somewhat of a proper superheat and subcooling or subcooling. Right now I have it at high idle. It's 14 degrees subcooling. Our superheat is floating around the 14 area, and you see they float a little bit. We have a fan that goes up and down. We have variables going around here. This is not a fixed stationary single speed compressor like a unitary unit or something like a split system on a house with a fixed speed compressor. So there we go. Oh, look at our liquid line temperature, 120 degrees. Now I just took the temperature sensor off of the compressor discharge line. It was 163 degrees. So we got like a 30, almost 40, 30, 20, 30, 40, 50, 42 degree difference between the inlet of the condenser and the outlet. That's our temperature drop across the condenser. We're running cooler now out of our discharge line of the compressor because we are getting cooling coming back to the compressor. See right here, we got 58 degrees. We have cool vapor refrigerant coming back to the compressor. So now let's look on the inside. Now here we are, we're in the recycle mode. This is 115 degrees or more now. Since it's hotter outside, it's probably a little hotter, but I have it on recycle. See that 81 degree return? That's sitting right up there in the dash. That's the temperature in the dash. That's the hot. See, it's in the sun right there? Right there. That's the temperature right there. Then you see the other one out of the center dash, that's 49 degrees. So now, got my foot stuck. That's a bad look. Look at that, I'm trapped. Okay, that's good. Put it out of there. Grab this. Take this out of here. Let's look at the temperature as I come back here. We're a passenger compartment. Okay, so now I'm sitting here where somebody would be sitting down right now. Here it is in my hand right now, sitting on my lap. As a patient, if I was laying down in this gurney right here, or sitting on one of these seats, the temperature sitting right here is 76 degrees. Where it says return, that's this one right here, return. So now let's see what our discharge temperature is. So now we're going to the closest vent that's coming right off the evaporator. You can literally see the grill of the evaporator right there. That's the evaporator. So the air's shortest path, this will be your coolest air right there. Almost fell up. So let's see what our air temperature is coming out there. 54 degrees. At the front, up there, we're 51 degrees. In the rear, 54 degrees. So that's our discharge temperatures right now. Just take in, look, analyze. For you guys in automotive, I know some of this stuff is like you're not taught in schools about this, but they're going to have to in the future, because as all the vehicles start switching over to heat pump systems, you guys are going to be in a world of hurt if you don't learn a little more than the little low side gauge on your can of jack off super cool shit. If you don't learn more than that, you're going to be in a world hurt when the heat pumps start hitting your shops and getting older problems. All right, so here's our suction line. Let's see, have we dropped yet? Yeah, we're staying around 59 degrees of our evaporator. Coming out of our evaporator, where I had that connector on the evaporator, it's still 58 degrees. But you go, wait a minute, how can I have 51 degrees coming out of the dash? Because there's supposed to be some loss. And if it's 58 degrees evaporator temperature, usually from the surface of the evaporator, you have a little inefficiency and some loss, so the temperature should be higher, but yet it's colder. Cars are a funny thing. Let me just put it that way. Oh, and what else? I could tell you that this temperature right here, 59 degrees, is a little bit warmer because I have no rag insulation around this temperature, clamp-on temperature, and it's like 140 degree engine heat under there, and there's radiant heat from the engine striking the plastic on my clamp, adding a few degrees to that temperature. So it's actually probably more closer to the 51 degrees. You can see we're at 200, but I have the RPMs up. We're going to drop the RPMs in a minute because I'm getting to stable, it's stabilizing out. We see our rear temperature is staying right at 54 degrees. It's not going down. The front is basically staying at 51. Nothing is losing and nothing is gaining. So let's go back and take our high idle off. See how I have the high idle? I have a rod right there. It's touching the seat right there, pressing on it. I have this little weight of their club to hold it down. It's jerry rigged, and we are at, oh, the high idle's not up no more. It fell down. Okay, that sucks. I thought I was at high idle all this time. That really sucks. Messed my measurements up. Oh, Jesus Christ. So let's manually do this. This is a tire shop that doesn't have a working alignment rack. I asked them, oh, let me use your pedal foot depressor, because I lose mine all the time, and they're like $100 a piece for a good one. Let me use your foot pedal. He says, oh, I don't have one. I go, but you're a tire shop. You have a alignment rack here. He goes, no, I don't. He says, it hasn't worked in years. I go, wait a minute. You're a tire shop. You're a big franchise name tire shop, and you don't do alignments? And he laughed and he goes, no, I don't. Doesn't make any money. So because he couldn't make money off of alignments, and I know that has to do with his employees, he stopped doing alignments. But yet he'll change your tires, and he'll sell you one of the big brand name tires, but he doesn't do alignments. I've never came across a tire shop that doesn't do alignments. Okay, so let's get the idle up here a little bit. I want about, say, 1500 RPMs. Let's get that right. I'm doing this by foot, and this is a little touchy. This throttle is a little touchy. It doesn't want to stay. Okay, now let's see what we got going on here in Denmark. See, that really messed up all my settings because I had this set up about 1500 RPMs and it was staying there for a long time. But while I grabbed the camera, started walking down, it slowly relaxed and lost its high RPMs. See, here I am closer to 2000 RPMs. Now our front duct temperature is dropping to 49 degrees, our rears to 51. Look at our superheating subcooling. Let's let this steady out for a minute. Let me take the RPMs down a little bit. That's a little too much. We don't cruise at 2500 RPMs. We're right around there. And our temperature coming out of our 54 degrees. That's the temperature coming right out of the expansion valve, right out of the dash of the evaporator suction line. So this, for being a 2017, 18, whatever it is, never supposedly didn't have AC done before, and he has a fleet of these vans, and none of their AC has been done. Anything has been done to them, supposedly. I never trust anyone, but this one, when I put the analyzer on, it had, I think, 4.5 or 4.8% air, which is a non-condensable, was mixed with the refrigerant. So this system was contaminated with air. So I'm just steadily holding my foot here at just a hair around 2,000 RPMs. And I'll take a snapshot of this and I'll save it for the customer. Hold on a minute. See, I have my phone in my hand. I would normally have this. This software would be on my phone. No, my other phone is in my pocket. Forgot about that. So let's do that. I'll open it up there. Fieldpiece. So this is where my QuickBooks software is. And so my invoices and receipts that go to the customer come from here. Come on. Why does it say not connected? Oh, there it goes. It finds all three of them. Okay. So there is, I'll snapshot that. Hold on, I gotta put you guys down. Boom. Create a report. So this report right here, I snapshot that, and that will go to the customer's invoice. Oh, no internet connection. Sorry, I can't use this one. Unfortunately, this software needs an internet connection. Alright, that's it for now. I gotta get working, put my hands down, and buckle up, go collect my money, and get off to the next job. And that's it for videos for today, because I'm packed up and I can't afford. I got another car over here that I'll be doing, the little Corolla, but I only have time to do one video on one car, and that's it for today. Otherwise I'll fall far behind on schedule if I keep doing videos. Alright guys, I'll see you. Remember, Fieldpiece, 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 refrigerant manifold, Fieldpiece vacuum pump. Excellent tools, durable, accurate, very good. I beat the hell out of them. I don't take care of them. I throw this stuff all over the place. Alright guys, see ya. Get something good.